This one. Okay. Good evening, friends. Now, new day with new chapter. It's fundamental of the computer. What exactly the computer? What exactly the we use the computer? I can say the IT in our school, colleges, and everywhere in the business also because we are a business student. So we have to more concern in the sense of the business scenario and all. How the computer helps us out in day-to-day life, everywhere, not even the school, colleges, and the business. Each and everywhere. In last class, we have seen about the IT in the different fields and how it helps us out in day-to-day life. We are learn about what exactly the computer are and what exactly their characteristics, their I can say their software, hardware, all these concepts we learn about this chapter, fundamental of a computer. We'll go ahead and first question is what is exactly the computer? A definition of the computer. A device. See, actually, a computer start I think 500 years back. Basically, the computer has used those days for calculation purpose. Only calculation. What we are using nowadays for just like a calculator. There is different scientists or mathematicians. They have used different way to use the computer. Initially, they have used for their mathematical purpose, just like they had different, they have write the code for different things, for differentiation, for integration, and for addition, multiplication. All these kind of work we have used the computer initially days. But when the work goes on and there is lot of requirement come for different fields, so there is lot of work. We are going ahead with the different kind of functionalities of the computer. I can say that there are different modules we are using the different in the fields. Initially, the Charles Babbage, the first one who has introduced the computer in around 1800, 18th century, and that time it is a very big computer. They have around cathode ray tube kind of things they are using, and after that they have used integrated circuits, which is called IC chips. They have used for the computer. Initially, the first generation computer is started in 1954 to 1961, and the current generation of the computer from 1984 onwards, we are using it's called fifth generation computer. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All there is five generation computer. 51 to 64, then 61 to 75, like that, and last is 1981, which is fifth generation computer. Till now, we are using a fifth generation computer. What exactly the computer and how it is help us out? It's a device. Computer is nothing but a device, especially for programmable electronic. It's a simple. It's an electronic machine that perform high-speed mathematical and logical operations. What is mathematical and logical operations? I told you about that, and or assembled stores, correlate or otherwise. It's a kind of process information. What happened in the computer? We are going to give some inputs, and there is one device. It will calculate those inputs in their what we are going to give the commands, and it show the output. So there is three parts. One is input, second is their device, IO operations, and third is the output. What if we are going to give any command, just like if I'm written A B C D. So what happened? The computer or machine don't take directly to the A B C D. It will take in a binary form. Binary form in the sense 1 or 0 form. Computer don't understand what we are writing. If I am writing COMPUTER, so computer don't know what is COMPUTER. Computer, it takes on their own language, which is called machine level language or binary language. So it will take in a 0 or 1 form. Computer only understands 0 or 1. It don't understand COMPUTER. So whatever we are writing, so computer it will take into 0 or 1 form. The second thing, what I have taught about the mathematical and logical operation. What is the mathematical operation? Mathematical operation simply what we are doing in a math form, just like we are doing addition, multiplication, and different things. But there is more complex operation nowadays we are using in a system for different kinds of mathematical operations like differentiation, integration, and some most complex problem with mathematics which can easily handle with the help of system. So all the mathematical operation come under the mathematical things, and then there is a logical operations. Logical operation is nothing but logical operation we are using while we are writing some program, some code. There we are using a logical operation. Simple example: if I have to write one program or something which add two numbers. If there is a two numbers 2 and 3, I want to write some logic. With the help of that, I can add these two numbers. So what happened in the end of the day, if I put 2, if I put 3, so behind the scene what happened, the system will do, system will calculate these two numbers 2 and 3 with the help of logical operation, and it shows the output 5. So for this additional, for 2 and 3, we have to write some code which is called the logical operations. Next is, then what is the characteristic? There is some characteristics of computer which I have shown over here, just like speed, accuracy, reliability, storage capacity, emotionless, diligence, no IQ, and power of memory. There is some more characteristics of the computer which I told you about it. These are the characteristics, just like human being. If I'm asking about the human being has some characteristics, same thing rely on the computer. Computer system also have some characteristics. With the help of that, we are learning the things. Just like first computer, if I'm asking about the characteristics, the speed. What exactly the speed of the computer? Human being have a speed while he is running, or everyone has a speed. So speed. See, basically the computer has a speed. Because of the speed, we are getting the benefit of with the help from the system. It will calculate around every calculation. It will calculate in nanohertz, nanoseconds. Nanosecond is all about I think 1/10⁹ seconds. It's a very I can say very less seconds which we can't understand, or we can't think about that. So computer calculate on those times a single character, or it will do their multiplication or all the things. Second thing, accuracy. What exactly the accuracy is? Computer, whatever we are writing, the computer giving the accurate results to us. What we are writing in the code or whatever the things, the computer provides, or system provides us the accurate results. Human being can do any mistakes while we writing a code. If we are doing anything, anything in any bug or anything in the code, so it will give us the same result. It works on, I can say, if garbage in and garbage out method, GIGO, garbage in and garbage out. You mean to say, I mean to say, whatever the garbage we are going to give them, it will same garbage give an output. So the same thing we are thinking about the same. It's accuracy. Accuracy depends on the human being. If we are perfect, we are perfectly write our code. We are perfect. Our software is a perfect. So computer gives the perfect results. Most of the time, this accuracy we have seen in financial fields, where I can say 0.1 or 0.2% miserable is very much important. Then after, I can say instances and measurement of some in big data mining field, and you can say in some weather calculating. These there where accuracy is very much important for that particular field. Then third is reliability. Reliability, we can rely on the system that it will provide the perfect result what according to our requirement. So might be human, the same thing coming over here, accuracy, the same thing. If we are reliable, then only we will get a perfect result. Then storage capacity. Obviously, the storage capacity of the computer day by day increasing. Initially, when the computer is started, that time it has some around some KB, or they have capacity of some few KBs. Now it is become more and more. Now it's stored in TB, terabyte. More than more, the capacity day by day increasing of the system. Obviously, you can't store bulk of files or bulk of papers for any documents inside is anywhere, because it might be tore, it might be fire can take place, anything can happen. But yeah, if you those things you can store in the system, and it will come around, because the storage capacity of the nowadays computer system is very huge. So you can add more and more data day to day. Then next characteristics of the computer is emotionless. It's an emotionless system. You can work day to day, you can work day out, throughout the night, throughout the day. They have I mean to say, system, a computer don't have emotion like a human being. You can work like anything, you can work day out 24 by 7, but it will not feeling a tidiness, or a lethargic feeling, nothing. The same come diligence in the sense, it will not feeling the lethargic throughout the day if you're working in the system. Just like human being, if I work around 8 to 10 or 10 to 12 hours, even anyone can work 12. So after 12 hours, we are feeling we need some rest, or we are feeling lethargic. uh, the same thing, if come into the system, computer system, it will not feeling those kind of things. So I can say that there is a computer can work more and more according to the requirement. Then no IQ, computer have their no IQ, just like a human being. Whatever you write, it will give you the answer. There is no IQ of there is no I can say thinking capability of the computer. Because of human being, computer is thinking, because we made the computer. So whatever the direction we are going to give the system or computer, the same direction computer will follow, because they don't have their own mind. They don't can't be think like a human being, so they don't have a IQ. The power of remembering, obviously the power of remembering is in the computer is more than the human being. Even I can say that if we have done something a year back or 2 year back, so might be there is a lot of problem to remember those things. But in the system, whatever you feed, you will get quickly. In any it will be any memory location. If you start searching, it will give you immediately. Just like if I give you the example, I have make some folder inside some any drive, and in the on that drive I have put some files or documents a long back, or 2 3 year back. So at the time, I knew I need that particular files today. So I'm going, if I do not remember where I put that file, in which folder, or in which disk, so I just hardly I will go and search those things, so I will immediately get in my desktop. But same thing, if I'm putting the human being, it is too difficult to remembering things 2 or 3 years back what we have done. So it is power of remembering of computer or can the system is very high. Then we are going to the next. Uh, what is the function? Everyone has a function, just like human being has a characteristic, the same function. What is the function providing the system? Computer are carrying. Number one is the input function. Input function is nothing but what we are going to input through keyboard, through mouse, or through joystick. This is all giving the function to the system, which all come into the input function. Whatever the function we are going to give, whatever I can say the command we are going to give to the computer, that is all come under the input function. Simple. Storage function. Storage function in the sense, storage capability or storage. See, computer have some storage functionality, which come in the characteristics of the computer, which we have learned right now. So the storage function, computer has a functionality to store the something which is very much important, very much requirement. So it will store. So it is have a storage function. It is a memory. So it will store all those things in its memory. Then processing function. Processing function in the sense process. When we are going to give any command, so it will process those things and it will show you the output with the help of CPU, central processing unit. Central processing unit is what? It will process the thing. It will process whatever the command you are going to give. It will process and it will give you the output. Since fourth one is the output function. Output function, what we have to talk about. Just like initially, when you start the system, you are going to give some input function that it will go to the processing, and after processing, it will give you the output. If you're going to give a simple example, I have written one mathematical code, mathematical for addition of two numbers. I have write one code. So for that, what I have done, I have given the two, I can say parameters. On those parameters, you have to write the numbers. Just like I have written the 2 and 3. and I have given the result, one button I have given. Uh, on clicking on that button out result, you are getting the output 5. So what happened? So it's a kind of output. I'm giving the input function 2 or 3 in the parameters. Then I will click on the result. What happened? What will do? The 2 or 3 will go inside the system, whatever the code I have written. So whatever system will do, it will write, it will add 2 or 3. It's a processing. It will process. When I'm clicking the result, it will show you the output 5. So input function, then process, then output. This is all the process of the computer. Then control function. Control, it is nothing but how to control each and everything. Inside the processing, how to control your input command, your output command. It will all come under the control function. So it is here I have given one screenshot. It's like input function. Whatever I'm going to give you, it will go to the storage location. Storage location, nothing but a memory. So I have one click on number 2 from the keyboard. So 2 go there in the storage location. Then I put 3 inside a parameter. So 3 go there in the storage location. That it will process. Processing is nothing but adding the 2 numbers. What I have given as the example. It will add the 2 numbers. 2 or 3 it will add in the processing, and after it will result go to the output. So 2 or 3 when it will go to process. So what the processing command I have given inside that, adding. So 2 or 3 going inside the processing command, it will add over here. It will show the output 5. This is the process. All the process of the computer system is nothing but a function of the computer system. Next is organization. What exactly inside a computer? What exactly things? What is the main memory? What's the secondary memory? These all come under just like organization of the computer. So first is the main memory. What is the main memory? Main memory is nothing but it's a primary storage memory of the system. It's everyone has it, either human being or a system has their own memory. Memory is nothing but where you can store the things. You can store your commands. You can store your data. You can store your information. So this is initial memory is called primary storage device or primary storage memory. That have RAM, just like RAM. This all the example of primary storage memory or memory, RAM, ROM, cache memory or virtual memory. What exactly the RAM? RAM is called random access memory. RAM is called random access memory. What is it? Random access memory, it's a read or write memory. Either you can write or read, both you can do in a RAM. Whatever the command we are going to give, it will directly go to the RAM. RAM is a temporary memory, it's called a temporary memory. When you are going to give any command, it will directly go to the RAM to store that information. It's a volatile memory. Volatile in the sense, whenever suppose I am writing something and suddenly the power has gone, so my system is shut down. So what happened? Whatever the storage location inside the RAM, whatever the information or data inside the RAM, it will wipe out. So that's why we are calling it a volatile memory. It's a RAM. Second is ROM. Just like RAM is a read and write both, but ROM it's only read. We can't write it, so it's called ROM, read only memory. Just opposite to the RAM, ROM store the data permanent. There is no it's not a volatile memory system. There is no wipeout system. Whatever we are writing, it is directly stored in the ROM. It will, if the information is stored in the ROM, it will not wipe out anytime, either power off or on. But only the disadvantages of the ROM, we can't write anything. It's only read. Then third memory becomes cache memory. Cache memory we call temporary memory. It's a temporary memory. There is something between CPU and ALU. There is one memory slot which is called cache memory. It will store the data. Initially days, what happened? When you anything searching, so for the search information goes to a cache. it will search over there. If the information is in cache, so it will directly pull the data and it will show you. So cache is benefited on this way. Then fourth one is a virtual memory. Virtual memory is nothing but it's a additional memory. You can say it's an additional address field what we are adding with the ALU, arithmetical logical unit. So what happened when there is lot of data, sometimes there is lot of data has come. So virtual memory what will do, it will add those data inside a virtual address. So it will be basically there's some additional memory, I can say it's an additional memory which is added with the ALU. Fourth one is next is secondary storage devices. What is secondary storage devices? Secondary storage devices like our hard disk. Hard disk, what we can do? It's a kind of, we can use that memory from one place to another, one system to another system. You can take hard disk. There is lot of data inside a hard disk. If you want transfer some data from one system to another, you can easily take out the hard disk from that system and you can take that hard disk into another system, and you can from that system you can either delete or you can add more and more things, whatever you want, whatever you can do. These are secondary storage devices. Not even the hard disk, we have a floppy disk drive, I think which is almost obsolete nowadays. Then we have a pen drive, CD-ROM. All these are memory kind of secondary storage devices. It's not a primary, it's a secondary. Main memory obviously is a primary storage device, what we have discussed. These are secondary storage device. In the example, what I have told you, in your exam, if the question has come, what is the secondary storage device? They have given you four options, and you can check either there is a hard drive. Apart from these RAM, ROM, cache, these are all the primary memory. Don't mix with the primary and secondary. These are all the primary and secondary storage device, which we know very much, which we very much familiar, just like hard disk drive, floppy drive, pen drive, CD-ROM. These are all the secondary storage devices. Don't mix up. Then next is type of computer. There is computer, just like everyone, there's everything is a type, different types. There is a lot of types of system. There is a lot of types of computer also. What we have learned, there's four kind of computer: microcomputer, then mini computer, mainframes, and supercomputer. Starting with the microcomputer is small computer which initially introduced by IBM and Apple. After that, my mini computer is not even seen. Very few companies those days using in initial days. After that, they obsolete those and they come in the they are obsolete and they do not use again and again, because there is a lot of reason why they are not using microcomputers, because storage data is very limited, then speed not much that what the nowadays we are getting, and then security system is not that much perfect. So there is a lot of pros and cons to avoid or to obsolete those microcomputer. Now the mini computer, second is a mini computer. Mini computer, what we are using, it will easily connected to the LAN system. It's a multitasking. A single computer can use by multiple people, multitasking, multi-threading. These kind of system come into the mini computer system. We can use different kind of operating system inside a mini computer. Operating system, I have used the word operating system, which we have to learn. Third or fourth chapter we have operating system. So we will learn about the operating system, what exactly the operating system and how it help you out in our computer. For today, I can say the operating system, when you start the system, operating system, it will give you the initiate to run the computer, just like in a simple word. There are different kind of operating system. If you're going to give you an example, it's like Windows itself is an operating system. Then Windows NT, Windows 2000, there's a lot of operating system. Then come to the mainframe. Mainframe, what exactly it will do? Mainframe is nothing but it's a computer which is used basically the machine level language. There is assembly language, and basically it is used in most of the, I can say that financial transaction and all, just like everyone see, we have seen the ATM machine. ATM machine is nothing but using the mainframe software, mainframe system. That is a mainframe system. The mainframe system has introduced by the IBM, International Business Machine, and nowadays mainframe is used by most of the organization in the world for support different kind of big machines. Just like I have given a simple example, ATM. Then there is a lot of other business scenario where you use the mainframe. Simple is ATM. But be remember about the ATM. ATM is used the mainframe system. Then come to the last and foremost, supercomputer. Supercomputer is basically a big computer. There is a lot of storage capacity. Its speed is very fast. It's calculate everything in a I think very less time in nanoseconds, and their capacity is very much high. Basically, this kind of computer is used for weather forecasting, and in the aeroplane systems, these kind of systems are used very big. They have used for technology, R&D system in NASA, in ISRO. These kind of supercomputer have used for space system to learn about the space system, all the things. I can say the Indian supercomputer name is Param, P-A-R-M, Param. India have invented what I can say supercomputer, which name is Param. Next is computer main parts. What are the computer main parts which we learn about over here? There is three part. Every computer has a three part. One is computer hardware, then computer software, then humanware. What is computer hardware? What is computer software? And everyone we have learned. We have some knowledge about the hardware. We have somewhere listen about the, oh, this is hardware, this is software, this is humanware is new word. So hardware and software we have anywhere we have listened. What is computer hardware? What is computer software? If I'm going to give you the simple example about the computer hardware is nothing but which is tangible. Tangible in the sense we can touch and feel. Just like monitor, it's a computer hardware. Then keyboard is a computer hardware. Printer, mouse, these come all under computer hardware category. Then next is computer software. What is the computer software? Computer software is nothing but which gives the command to the system to run. That is called a computer software. Some logic, some code, some arithmetical operations, some logical operations, some mathematical operations. These are come to the some software. So these are the giving the command to the system to start, to run, to think. That is called computer software. Then humanware. Sorry, humanware is nothing but just like a human being, which basically used to install the different kind of software or which work on the hardware. So they have given the new terminology called humanware. So what is the computer hardware? So computer hardware is the physical part of the computer system. What I have told you, the machinery and equipment, the parts of the computer you can see. Here the word written you can see. Not even you can see, you can touch and feel also. It's a tangible. You can touch and you can feel. This is all the computer hardware. The example of the computer hardware is like monitor. Monitor is nothing but a TV like a screen used to show picture and words. What we are doing, it's a kind of monitor what I have used. So it is a screen used to show pictures and the words. It's a kind of output device where we are seeing the pictures and the words. Then CPU. CPU is also a computer hardware system, computer hardware, which is central processing unit. This is where the most of the computer calculation take place. What I have asked you about processing unit. In terms of a computer power, the CPU is the most important element in the computing system. In the word, I can say that CPU is the brain of the computer, because most of the logical or thinking or some mathematical calculation come under the CPU. Just like we have a brain, so computer has their own brain, which is called CPU. We are only giving the command to the computer. Another part is done by the CPU. If I'm writing, just like if I have to just like give an example. If I want to search something, so in the search operation, what the CPU will do, it will directly give the instruction to search that particular file in the particular position at particular place. So this all done by the CPU. Then next is keyboard. What exactly is the keyboard? Keyboard is a device used to type the information into the computer and contains the number 0 to 9. It has all alphabet from A to Z. It has numbers from 0 to 9. They have some functions F1 to F11, some F12, and there are some other options also, which we can use for different commands or different in different scenarios. Next is some more other computer hardware. It's a mouse. What I have told you, mouse, a small device which you move across the top and desk to move the pointer or cursor on the screen. Mouse is nothing but which we are using. It's a kind of cursor from up and down. Then printer is used to make the paper copy of the information into the computer. Then image scanner, an electronic device that generates a digital representation of an image of the data input to a computer, which is called image scanner. These are all the computer hardware devices. Then what is the computer software? Here we are the more concerned. Basically, what is the computer software, how it is work, and what the benefit we are getting to give. We are getting from these computer software. Computer software are programs that tell computer what to do, what not to do. It will giving, just like I have given an example, when we are going to give command, it will process and it will show you the results. Just the same computer program will do. Software what will do, it will give the instruction to the system to follow those. Just like I have given, there is a lot of big software which is used in different kind of business to, I can say, to reduce the workload of the business. It will give you the beneficial output. It will benefit to the that particular company, that particular business. If I'm going to give you the simple example, just like last time I have given you the example regarding the SAP. SAP is nothing but it's a kind of computer software. It's an ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. It's a kind of software. So in any businesses, like if I'm going to give an example of Tata Steel, simple example, if I'm Tata Steel. So Tata Steel, they have a different plants where they have different manufacturing unit, I can say, manufacturing unit for different in different places. Just like they have some plants in Odisha, they have some plants in Jharkhand, they have some plants in Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and different places, and their headquarters in the Mumbai. So what happened? A person who is sitting in a Mumbai, just like an MD or CEO, he don't know what's going on in different places of the Tata Steel. How much production is going in the Jamshedpur factory, how much production is going to the different factory, so you don't know. And it is too difficult to get the data. The person who is in charge of the Jamshedpur factory, he will give the data through telephone or through some email or through some, I can say, through mail, through post. It is taking too much time. Really, it is taking too much time. It will lose the money, it will lose the time, each and everything. So reduce those time and reduce that money. What it will do, it will the computer software provider their system. What the exactly SAP do? SAP software, what it will do? SAP software also install their Jamshedpur factory and in Mumbai, the headquarters. So when the production has started in a day, so how much production is done in a day, so in charge of that particular place will feed all the data inside the system. I mean, it is in the SAP system. So it will automatically calculate each and everything, and it will show everywhere where the Tata still exists, every plant. So from the Raulkela plant, they have some, suppose in Odisha, they have some plants, they have some plant in Jamshedpur. So each and every plant in charge will feed the data into the system, and at the end of the day or end of the week, CEO or MD want to know how much production is going on each and every plant in each and every manufacturing unit. So it will get the data from those places, sitting inside a cabin in the Mumbai. So it is very easy for MD at the end of the day, MD or CEO. Otherwise, it is too difficult to get day-to-day data, day-to-day financial account, day-to-day HR, each and everything. So it's a kind of software, so it will minimize the risk of each and everywhere. My mind is in financial, in production, in HR, in payroll, everywhere. It will minimize the risk, minimize the time, minimize the I can say financial work, all the things. So it will day to day help the computers. I have given you the brief example about a computer software, what it will do, how it will do. So computer software are programs. Obviously, they have a program they make. According to customization of the requirement of different business, that tell the computer what to do and what not to do. They have given us some simple example, just like Microsoft Word. Simple example, easy to understand. Microsoft Word is a software, computer software word processing program. It was developed by Microsoft itself. Then Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, it's a for presentation program. Excel workflow program used to track, calculate, and analyze numeric data. For financial use, most of the Excel we are using database management system for financial use. So it will track, it will calculate, and it will analyze the numeric data. So it's a kind of these are the software which is produced by the Microsoft. Then types of a software. What exactly is type of software we have learned, and now we are going to learn about what is how many types of the software. There is two types of software. One is application software, and another one is a system software. So what is application software and what is system software? Application software, if I'm going to give you the simple example in layman words, so it's basically the software which is used customized according to the requirement of the customer, just like Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or some other software, database management software, or some other software, whatever. And system software is nothing but which is used inside a system, which manage the system, which manage the computer. Application software which manage the for which we are getting money. Simple word, if I'm a software engineer, I will make a software through which we are getting money, through which we are generating money after selling that software. System software is the system itself, for the system purpose, for anyway for controlling the system. To continue, what is we see? There is some application software. Give an example: spreadsheet, database management, and word processing. What is a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet initially, I think when initially it started. So there is one software which is developed by US developer, which is called Value Calc. Basically, this software is used for calculation. In initial 19th century, it will basically used for calculation, and after that, in I think mid 90s, 1950, 1960, 60, 70, then IBM developed one software which is called Lotus. That time very famous, and it is famous till in 2000 till 2000. Lotus Pad, and basically those software use the same. They have some, just like spreadsheet has Excel work, Access work, lot of things which is done. After that, then Microsoft has come with their what I have to talk about, Excel and Access, all these things. Then it will, second thing, database management software. It's an example also. Database management software is a DBMS, which manage the database of an organization. There is a lot of database management software. Uh, then there is a lot of other software, like CRM. If you know the example of the CRM software, CRM is nothing but customer relationship management, what we have talked about in last lecture. Then SRM software, SRM in the sense supply chain management, which is used in logistics. So there is a lot of software for different I can say business for different applications. It's a customized according to if I am running a business of hospital, so there is a software for hospital available in the market, and we can I ask the vendor to customize according to requirement. So there's a lot of application software. Then word processing is nothing but word processing, which we have asked about the Microsoft Word. They have their one Word, PowerPoint, each and everything. It's also customized software. These are all the examples. So in if you want to learn more, there is a lot of application software. There is a few in the book, but I have given some more, just like SRM, SCM, CRM, and some other application software which is used for different purposes. Then the system software. System software, what I have asked, basically used for the computer system. Just like system management software. First is system management software, nothing but your operating system. System management software. Then the system development software, nothing but your programming language. So what is system management software? The system management software is nothing but operating system. Operating system, what it will do? It will interact. It will interface, work as an interface between human and the system. When your system starts, the operating system is responsible for open the system. Just like our Windows initially was DOS, then Windows, then again we are using the latest form of Windows 2007 and 2010, and then after that there is lot of OS of Apple, then Linux, lot of operating system. Then system development software, nothing but the programming language. System development software, just like they have assembly language, machine level language, which work basically used for the system. There is some other languages, programming languages like C, C++. We have one chapter basically for programming language. We will explore more in the programming language, each and every, just like C, what is C, what is C++, some other some other languages also. The system development software, the programming languages. Here we learn about the assembly language, the machine level language, and what is compiler, what is interpreter. Compiler, what is compiler? What the compiler will do when we are going to give any command. So compiler, what will do? It will compile those language into machine level language and it will give the output. It will take the command. It will take the command, whole command once. It will take the command. If I'm writing the 10-line codes, so all 10-line codes inside go to the compiler and it will convert to the their own language, machine level language, and it will then machine level language, through machine level language system will read all the things and it will get the output. One term comes the compiler. The second term comes interpreter. What will do interpreter? Interpreter will do, the compiler will do what? Compiler will take all the code of 10 lines, it will take once, but the interpreter it will calculate line by line. 1, 2, if there is 10 line, of course, so it will read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and doing the same performance will be done by the same. It will go to the interpreter and then convert to the output language. The same thing, but only the difference, compiler will take all the things one, interpreter take one by one. This is the system software. Then there are some examples what we have learned about till now. Computer input devices. Computer devices that input information in the system. Example like keyboard, mouse, scanner, digital camera. And then some output devices. Computer output devices like monitor, printer, and a lot of things. Uh, then general understanding of how computer works. What exactly how the computer works, we will learn about overview of the computer system. To understand anything, it helps to break it down into the basic components. It's a basic fundamental of each and everything. If I want to learn some mathematical calculations, so I will break down those things in simple calculation, and then I will club all those things, and then I will learn. Same scenario, the same funda applied in the system. Then you need to know of each component how it works. Finally, you look at how all the components work together to achieve the desired end or result, desired product or result, same thing. See, overview, what exactly, if I want to learn something, suppose if I want to learn some calculation, simple. So I will learn starting, I will learn initially, I will do I will learn addition, then I will learn subtraction, then I will learn multiplication, then I will learn division. After that, there is some there is some sums I've given, some in mathematics one sum is given, which I have to use all these fundamentals, then I can apply. If I learn nothing, how can I apply? Simple logic come over here also in the computer system. Then second is motherboard. What exactly the motherboard? It is the main circuit board. Circuit board inside the CPU case, it holds the microprocessor, memory, and other crucial circuits and components that control the operation of the personal computer. Every device inside or connect to a personal computer finds its way to this board. See, motherboard. What exactly the motherboard? It's inside a CPU. It's chip. There is a lot of chips integrated in this motherboard. So it will basically it will inside a computer, your CPU. It holds the microprocessor, different kind of microprocessor, and then it holds the memory, and it has some circuits. These all a motherboard. Next is memory. What is memory? Memory, the motherboard takes the input you give, it takes mouse click and produces output for you, like displaying or printing the file. It can't do this without memory. The PC operating system used by the PC is copied from the storage to memory at power up. The operating system copy in memory then runs the PC in personal computer. Memory is volatile, which means that when you PCs turn off, the contents of the memory is also lost. It is completely blank and must be reloaded each time when the PC is powered up. Memory, what we have talked about, just like RAM or ROM. Here they have given example of RAM. What I have talked about, the fundamental of the RAM. It's a volatile. When your power off, you're working, suddenly the power is off, you lost all the memory data inside your memory. When the power is turned on, it will again reload each and everything. So this is the memory, what the computers are carrying. Then second is storage device. The storage is non-volatile, which means it retains information even when the power is off. It stores program which run the PC as well as the data, which is digital form of the everything. You use documents, music, pictures, etc. Storage is nothing but where you can store each and everything. It's not a volatile thing. Suppose your system is turned off or your power is gone, so it will store each and everything where you have stored. If I giving the simple example, just like I have in some drive, just like COD, I have in my system I have created divided into four drives. So in the C drive, basically the most program files are there. Driver files are inside a C drive. So I use D drive, and in D drive I have loaded some music files or some other data files, some documents, a picture, etc. So it's kind of a storage. Suppose I have stored all the things and I have turned off my system, so it will not the volatile things. If I turn off my system, it will delete all the things that my data is lost. Not like that. It will store my data the same place, and in the future or second day I want to retrieve that data, I can easily retrieve those data. Then third thing is inverse device, input devices. Input devices nothing but your keyboard, your mouse, and each and everything is come under the input devices. What we have learned. Second, the output devices. When you send the inputs to your PC, it processes them and produce useful outputs for you. The primary output devices are video display, printer, and speakers. Simple. Output devices is like your monitor. Simple. If you're writing something, it will show you the output. If you're clicking something, it will show you the output on that particular device. So it is all. The primary device is your monitor. The secondary, there is a lot of other output devices just like your printer, the scanner. These all are under output devices. Then software. Software I have talked about. There is a lot of things. Software people want. Software. Some people want to use the power of their computer to create work of art. Others want to create music, play games, surfing, or play the stock market. Whatever you want to do with your computer, software is the key to doing. See, here they have given each and everything. What the people want, they can do with the help of software. What the people want. See, nowadays what happens? We are carrying a small system or a small PC in our pocket, which is nothing but a mobile phone. So nowadays what happened? There is a lot of software available in the market, in which you can download in your mobile, and with the help of that you can do a lot of things. You can download the stock market software in your mobile. You can download some software which is related to the railway. There is a lot of other things we need to do day to day. So those kind of software we can download. So these are also software. So I mean to say, day by day, the people are aware about the software. Day by day, they know the importance of the IT. Day by day, they know the importance of those softwares. What exactly they use, what did they help us out, in which way they can help us out. So each and everything we are learning about day to day, and software play an important role to minimize our workload, to minimize our job, to minimize our, I can say, to know each and everything we can do. So I can say that IT. Last time we have talked about a lot of the IT. Now the computer hardware and the software. What happens when your PC is power on? With the simple push of a button, your computer comes to life. Simple, one word. With a simple push of a button, your computer comes to life. Next, see, there is nothing but limitations. Everyone has some limitations. We as a human being, we have a limitations. Our business has a limitation. So our software also has a limitation. Our computer has also limitations. So number one, dependence on the programmer or software, nothing but whatever you can say. It's depend on the programmer who write the code for their system. It has dependent. When whatever you are going to give the command, it will show you the output according to that. Otherwise, your computer is just like a dead body. There is nothing. If you're not doing anything, it will simple. If you keep your computer simple at one place, it will on that place till you are not using that. It's a tangible, but like that, it's a kind of dead body. Nothing. It will not do anything. Either you are not giving any command, you are not using that. So it will depend on the programmer or depend on the person who is using. It will not do anything. Because it don't have a memory to think. It don't the IQ what we have talked about. It don't have a, I can say, thinking capability and all these things. Then second thing, investment and associated costs. Yes, if you are a business person, if you want to use a computer in your office, there is a lot of investment and there is a lot of associated cost to maintenance that computer, to maintenance their software, to maintenance their hardware. It is a lot of cost involved in this. So it's a kind of investment. But obviously, end of the day, it will help us out. Like a third is dumb machine. I told you, the dumb machine, it is a dumb machine. Without human interface, it will do nothing. It's a kind of dumb machine. Then continuous monitoring and upgradation. Yes, we have to continue monitor. There is lot of I can say example where we have to continue monitoring our system, like in space agencies, they are continuously monitoring their system. In some financial institution, they have to, just like stock exchange, they have to follow till from morning 9 to till 5 o'clock. They have to continuously follow their system, what's going up, what's going down, each and everything. So it's a continuously monitor. Yes. And second thing, upgradation. Without upgradation, it is nothing. You have to upgrade each and every time your system. Upgradation is very much important, and not even your system. You have to upgrade yourself. Also, if you're using different, if you're using software, if you're using computer, so you have to upgrade. Initially, when the computer has come, the RAM is very the RAM they are using is around 512 KB or less than that. But nowadays RAM has come 1 GB or 2 GB or 5 GB. So each and every day we have to upgrade our system and even ourselves. What the latest software is in the market, what the latest I can say anything hardware in the market, according to that we have to use and we have to upgrade. Otherwise we are not getting the proper data, we are not getting the accuracy in our system. Then third is disk killing. Obviously this is one of the I can say best limitation is worst thing the human beings are facing nowadays, disk killing. Each and every time if you need to operate your system, you have to sit on the desk and you have to continuously watch. Hopefully most of the people are working in different industry and they are using the computer system, so they have to sit around 8 to 10 hours in a desk and they have to continuously watch, or they have to continuously read the work and all. They have to follow their work in front of the system. So obviously it will impact the human being, and end of the day there's a lot of disease we are facing nowadays because of this computer system. So obviously it's a desk killing kind of thing. Then non-portability. Yes, there is no portability of the computer system. Non-portability, you get nothing. No portability, I can say. The side effect, what about the call about desk killing? The side effect of the side effect, even anyone, I'm sitting here and I'm feeling my back is paining and everything is continuously feeling by it's kind of starting of the disease of different kind of disease, some eye problem, some back problem, some has the different kind of problems, the stress and all. We are facing these kind of side effects. These are all the side effects what we are facing to the computer system. Then require backup. Obviously we require a backup. Sometimes we store some important data inside a computer, and there may be a possibility that it will sometimes the hard disk crash your hard disk, your power gone, each and everything possibility. So you have to take a backup of your data, some important data somewhere else, so it will help you out in the future if your hard drive has crashed or something has happened with your computer system. These are the limitations. Then security threats. One of the biggest limitations of the computer is security threats. Anyone can steal your data from the computer. The virus can come inside your computer. There is a huge problem nowadays we are facing because of virus, and it will impact your file, it will impact your data, it will impact your directory, each and everything. It will wipe out each and everything. Sometimes there is some viruses which all wipe out your each and everything. It will all exe file, it will wipe out. So it is a lot of threats regarding the security we are facing come under the limitations of the computer. Then next